Looks like we're good to go. So, an interesting list that I've been seeing around quite a bit is Henry Brand's candy pult list. He only plays one candy, and I kind of wrote it off a little bit because I don't think candy is like inducive of like, sorry, not inducive wasn't the right word there, but I don't think candy helps pult win like games in the long run, and I feel like it's like not like that good of a spot. But you know what? I need to try this out and make sure that my hypothesis is real or not. Maybe I'm just biased towards my way of building Dragapult Dusknoir, and I just want to, test that out a little bit. Make sure that make sure I give it a little bit more attempts at the list before I write it off. He got double top cut in Australia, so like I think one was in Auckland and the other one was Sydney. But with this list, I have to like give it a try if it's getting this consistent results, right? Um, and I also just like innovating with the deck list a little bit. So if I find that some card is kind of useless, I want to just change that and just try it out. So this is a good start. I don't mind this at all, especially going second. Is it ever second research for the third poll? Definitely not. I think there's diminishing marginal returns of like I didn't like the 10 draw supporters when I used it in Milwaukee because I felt that was just too many draw supporters. I think the third poll is just very good against item lock, and especially Grimmsnarl getting in the rise of things. Granted, Grimmsnarl didn't do that great this weekend, I think. Yeah, but I'm playing EVs, or against EVs right now. No indication on if it's the Sylveon version. But I think regardless, I'm going to grab 3 GP here. I just want to put down Neo upper. I think that's a little too risky. But Tristan, that's what I feel like. Okay, no Pidgey or Briar. Okay, Briar gone is like kind of eases my mind a little bit on what paths I should take. Okay, I think this has to be in the active spot, yeah, to Evo at first turn. That is completely fine with me. Yeah, I think he's just gonna go for the Flareon play, which is like to be expected. I'll grab one of this, one of this. Let's see what I priced here. I priced double pult, no, one pult. Okay, cool. And then Fez. It's fine. I just have to remember that. No Fez here. Candy's online. I priced Luminous. Yeah, okay, that's like completely fine with me. Let's do some Lily action here. And then No, I'm gonna save the Jamming Tower. There's no reason to give him a Rotom out. Methinks. I'm gonna put down second Badoo. I think this Badoo is gonna get knocked out. I don't mind putting, like, this isn't a matchup where I'm gonna get extremely punished for putting down a second Badoo, unless if he pulls off Mew Clefairy. But what are the odds of that? Am I right, guys? He'll probably get Cyrano. Okay, Hilda, sure. Jet Energy, okay. Yeah, if he puts down Area Zero, then I'll put down Jamming Tower. Then the stadium's already there. So I think it was a correct decision to not put Jamming there. That is a little interesting why he doesn't go for Burning Charge. I think Burning Charge would have been a little better. But maybe there's something I don't see. Oh, between games, can you tell me where you found this music loop? Let me just tell you right now. I got you. It's called Relaxing Pokemon Lo-Fi Music Compilation. All I did was search up Pokemon Lo-Fi, and this was one of the first things that pop up. um, just search up Pokemon Lo-Fi, and it's like a 3-hour video. But I'm in love with this music loop. It's so relaxing, dude. Triple cloak. I cannot complain at all about this. But I'm gonna end my stream earlier because I want to watch the Super Bowl. It's like the only sport I really watch, so Super Bowl is like the biggest event for sure. I have to check it out. I'm gonna grab an ice stretcher here. You tried cutting third Pult for third tower and it didn't feel good? Yeah, because I think third Pult is just so broken in this deck. You need third Pult. I made that mistake going playing Pult at first. I was like, oh, why would you ever need three Pult? Like, I feel like I only have one Pult on the board at a time. And I'm like, I don't really need this. And then when I switched over to 3 Pult, I was like, wow, this deck just feels way more consistent, especially with 3 Night Structures. Hello, Katie. How are you doing? Dr. Nass says, yeah, I realized that very quickly. Yeah, I mean, it is a rude awakening for sure. Maybe they had, are they gonna attack with this Eevee? Oh, no, that's fine. Okay, they put AZU again. Yeah, Katie's the GOAT for sure. Well, let's see. I think I'm gonna put... I prized a Luminous. The same amount of odds, I guess. Okay, CC is brilliant. Am I still on the LV list? Yeah, so I've been tinkering with the list quite a bit. I found some like good inclusions like triple jamming tower, and like I'm testing out Henry Brand's list today, so I want to see if this is like, you know, a good inclusion to have. Damn, that sucks. I definitely did not need that one, but let's try this here. Grab myself a Dracloak. I think I'm going to use this area 0 to my advantage. Maybe I need to discard jamming tower. Okay, this is good. I feel like I'm not gonna really benefit from this, so I'm just gonna bump jamming anyway. And then yeah, he just concedes. That makes complete sense. Yeah. Random question: have you ever had the glitch where you lose elo after winning? The other day I was at 1710, won against 1750, and lost 15 elo. I don't think I've ever noticed that. That's so weird. That sucks, Frank. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that glitch. But also, I don't really pay attention to the elo until like the end of the session that I play. Do I have any strong opinions about second Hilda versus research? Yeah, I do. I think research is just like significantly better because what's the word? Like, you get to play research in a lot of other positions versus Hilda when it's like in the mid game. Yeah, I don't think I agree with you, Katie. I don't think second Hilda is really needed. You only really need to play one, but I just want to test this list out and see if Henry Bren's like list is just better, and I don't know it, you know. But yeah, I missed your question, Sir Swebby. What would you be cutting for third jamming nowadays? Is it just not worth running 3? It is pretty worth running 3. I have like a lot of lists on my Discord server related to 3 jamming, or like the one that I recommend. So you should definitely check that out. I'm recommending that list for a lot of people going to EUIC. Yeah, I don't want him to get TM Evo. This is Nathan Ostercatz, I think. I could be wrong though. Pulsart is like a very interesting matchup, and I know that this player plays Enhanced Hammer, so I gotta be careful. put me back into Rocket's Honchkrow tier, unfortunately. I'm sorry, man. Dude, the Rocket's Honchkrow is like such an annoying deck for us because like just having a single prize board with Articuno is like kind of a problem. Or like I feel like if we built our deck to have Pokepads, it's not that big of a problem because our deck is like equally as consistent as theirs. But I mean, with that being said, it's just so annoying to deal with, for sure. Charmeleon there is fine. This candy's like useless. This candy's so useless. But I guess it would have been more useless for another card, I suppose. Am I fine getting rid of candy here? Or should I just Lilies? I'm just gonna Lilies. I want to give the candy some value. Maybe I didn't need to do that though. Well, I'm gonna do this and this here, and then grab a cloak. Yeah, but Katie, I agree with you. I don't think the second Hilda is that necessary. I think with the use of rare candy, I feel like it's a little bit better. You only really play at the City/League Cups, and I'm a firm believer in rare candy and Poltnor. I run two personally. Yeah, I mean to be honest, like I'm actually like an anti-believer of rare candy because if you play Poltnor properly, you're trying to play patiently. Like you're fine with playing from behind. But again, I want to challenge my belief of this rare candy and see if it works. Like, in some games, I'm fine going down to 4, like, have my opponent go down to 2 prizes, and I'll still try to win from there. But, you know, candy here would be pretty sick, I will say. I think Hilda would be slightly better than Dawn in a rare candy build, though, because ideally you want to just spawn Pult Neo Upper. This is quite unfortunate. Yeah, Katie, you and me both. I'm gonna counter catcher here, and then oh, this is quite annoying. Hilda's too slow. I have to set up a board of Dreepies. If I just get Dragapult, it's like pretty annoying. Fez will just lose me the game also. This player's like good. Like I think if this candy was like a third stretcher, I feel like it would equally be as good. I don't want to put the Neo up or else I just lose the game if they bosses orders me, but I don't know who's like laughing now, I guess. If I had an upper there, then obviously that'd be like a good play, but I can also rare candy into Dusknoir. That's something I don't think they're really expecting either. Their deck runs 9 energy, so it's pretty odd. Like, it's, I don't know, like, it's high odds that they get it. Who are you rooting for? I'm rooting for the Patriots. Originally, I was thinking about rooting for the Seahawks, but yesterday, because I'm in San Francisco, a lot of football players visited the city, and I met Gronkowski. And like, wow, like Gronkowski is such a pleasure to meet, dude. Like he has a lot of energy, you know, like he gets the crowd going for sure. He's probably gonna knock out these two if he gets Dragapult here. But let's see what he does. Okay, good on him for being patient. There's like no reason to swing there. So how do I do this instead? I have to get rid of Monkey, which is quite annoying. Yeah, but Gronk is the GOAT. I love him so much. He actually threw me a pack of cards, like his promotional thing. I went to an eBay pop-up, and he just randomly threw me a pack of cards. So sick. I fear that he's gonna gust one of my Dracloaks if I put it up. So I think instead I'm just gonna play it patiently as well. I don't think I have to go crazy here. Thoughts on Jacques in your testing? Jacques is really good. I just think research is better. That's like my personal opinion. I'm really fine with paying patiently here. If I Evo Dragapult without like double energy, I think he just hits into it and I'm in a really bad spot. Hey Soma, just ended Santiago Regionals. I always think I could have played better hands. Got a couple of Ursaluna starts and just Droopy, no cloaks. How would you deal with these situations? Yeah, I mean like if Ursaluna gets started, it's fine to play from behind and make them make the first move. Just putting down like a lot of Dreepies and like sometimes not even putting down Latias is like a good idea. And just letting the Blood Moon tank. I think that's like fine. Better duo Gronk Brady or Paul Dusknor. I mean, bro, like we can't like Tom Brady's actually the GOAT. I can't in good faith say that. Dragapult Dusknor is like that. But you know, me personally, like I would say I'd say Dragapult Dusknor, like the Pokemon version of me, is like, oh yeah, obviously they're goated. I'm slightly regretting putting down the getting the energy or the damage onto Monkey Dory. I feel like now it's like unfortunate, but I'm just gonna Itchy Paw in here. Play it pretty conservatively now. And then I don't know what to do with this Dusknor actually. All I know is that Monkey Dory is like very threatening right now. I don't want him to move damage around. And he wasted 3 Luminous already, so this is like pretty nice. This gets knocked out, I'll probably pop this, and then I can set up a triple Pult. Sometimes going down 2 prizes isn't an issue at all. You can kind of just use Ursaluna as a wall to set behind. Bad Frosthouse matchup. Yeah, I agree with Katie. Like, it's sometimes fine to just leave the Blood Moon to tank some hits. And then the unfortunate thing is you're just going to lose 1 or 2 prizes depending on what you're setting up in the back. But I think ultimately that's fine. Hope that makes sense. This guy has a lot to Evo up. Is he just not finding his boss? I don't understand why he's playing so patiently. Well, actually, I do. I think it's still correct to do that, but like I'm just curious on what he's. Yeah, no, and he found his boss now. And I'm completely fine with like this Dracloak getting knocked out because if it was a Dragapult, it'd be way worse. For my prize map, I think. I just need to find the Neo Upper. Or Dusknor is like completely fine too. Interesting. That's so interesting. I actually don't know what he's thinking here. Iono's at the bottom of my deck, but I have been cycling. Okay. Well, I think because I wasted 2 Iono already, I would much rather get this and shuffle the Iono back into my deck. Yeah, I only had 1 Iono, sure. This is like an interesting predicky. I'm just gonna grab this Dusclops and then go from there. Hilda does nothing, but I want the Pult at the bottom of my deck. I'm playing 1 candy. I'm playing Henry Brand's exact list. I guess he's forcing me to make a move here. Quite annoying, for sure. I don't want him to get pulled here, but he gets value off of Monkey Dory, I think. So if I pop... I have to think here. Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of the Dracloaks. I think that's my final conclusion here. I'm going to Curse Blast here, and then... I don't want to use Halucha. I'm just going to get Duskull instead. I think there's more value to be got by Duskull. Especially since I do play Candy. Like the one of Candy, I guess. Boss's Orders doesn't really do too much here. Did I attach energy? I'm fine with Hilda in here. Yeah, Henry's list was 8 draw supporters, which I'm not like a crazy fan of, but I want to try it out. I can't hate if I haven't tried yet. I'll grab Pult Nupper here, and then from here I'm going to Phantom Dive 1 here, 3 here. One, 1, 3. Yeah. Oh, wait, definitely 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And then from this position, putting like 2, 3. And then I have this last damage counter. And I'm sure this is going to bite me in the ass if I miscount this. I think it's Charizard, because if I put 60 on this, I can Blood Moon Ursaluna later in the game. This is like a fine position. The issue is he does have Enhanced Hammer, and I have to watch out for that. But thankfully, I didn't use the Nupper. Going on even pricing is like very good here. The Dracloak is there. Monkey Dory can Enhanced Hammer. There it is. Okay, no monkey there anymore. Unfair Stamp, sure. But I have a good draw engine, so I don't really care. I also have a second Hilda, which I guess is pretty helpful in this situation. Candy, Charizard, sure. I have to get rid of Dracloak. Oh, that blows. I don't know why he did. I mean, whoa. Whoa, that gives me like a lot of outs here. Now I have to calculate if it's better for me to find the Hilda first, or I don't know. Let me think. He probably KOs Do here, because I think what I'm assuming is he's gonna try to boss. He did get rid of his hammer. Oh, Duskull, sure. Burning Darkness here is fine. Ooh, Nupper's sick. Nupper's sick. But his Monkey Dory is slightly better. That's the catch-22 here. Wow, interesting board state. I think I'm gonna recon here first. Assess my outs a little bit, because without monkey, that's like annoying. If I do monkey and then I put it on here, what he does is he KOs Badoo and then KOs the active. I'm at 3 prizes, and he's at 1, which is kind of annoying. I actually don't think that's correct. I think I have to do this. And then I have to find the evolution of Duskull here. Oh no. Yeah, this Duskull's a goner. That's fine. And then I have both my Night Stretcher gone. Okay. Worst case, I'm just gonna get rid of this Luminous Energy. Wow, this sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Luminous here. And he has to find his last Fire Energy. Phantom Dive. In the worst case scenario, he knocks out Duskull and then hits Burning Darkness on my active. If that happens, I am forced to KO Munkidori. I'm pretty sure. Because then Budu wins in the game. So it's probably better for me to stack damage on Dracloak? I mean, how much Pult does he have? He has no Pult and he has so many Ultra Balls. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with stacking damage on Monkey. I realize that if he moves 30 off of this, then I just can knock it out with whatever other Pokemon. Yeah, this is fine. I can't Gust. I mean, but I have a CC, so that's fine. Such an interesting game. The Enhanced Hammer is such an annoying card to deal with, though. Like, getting rid of Munkidori was, like, very good on their part. Okay, Rod. Iono, sure. If he doesn't find this energy, I'm in a really good position. Oh, there's my Just Gloves, okay. Well, that's fine. I have plays. Moving damage around. He's going to take knockout on this. He's going to check and see if he gets the fire energy off this. I think that's, like, fine. Okay, wow, that blows. Well, Burning Darkness here kind of sucks. I lose with Monkey. And one of my CCs is at the bottom. Was Iono at the bottom too? I'm pretty sure Iono was at the bottom. Oh, okay. That's fine. I think I just want a boss here instead. The odds of me hitting all that is, like, quite low. I'm gonna grab Blood Moon here. I don't want to shuffle my deck either. I'm just gonna go for a straight boss and then knock out Dracloak plus Munkidori. Pretty sure, right? Or... Well... Trains, the issue with not leaving damage is that they can just... I have no path after if they evo this into Pult, which is very possible with them having only one Ultra Ball. I think the correct play is to just knock out these two and then I just lose to Monkey Luminous. He has only one Luminous in deck with no draw engine. I think this is the only path I have. No, that doesn't work because if they evo their Pult, the game is over. I can't win after that. So, okay, let me tell you why this is, like, that's bad. If I swung into the active Charizard and then KO'd Munkidori, I lose the game because he evos into Pult, and he has so many outs for Pult, by the way, like 3 Ultra Ball, like, yeah, for example, this. But the issue is I just needed to hope that he didn't have the he didn't have the 4th Luminous. That was my logic on it. And then he's going to put down Fez here because he needs the Monkey plus, like, whatever. I still don't have Fez. Oh, it's in discard. Yeah, yeah, of course. That was like my explanation on why I thought that. Okay, this feels great. Um, Dreepy, sure. I wonder if he Ionos. Okay, game. Oh, wow. Wow, what a game. I needed to take the gamble that he didn't have Monkey Luminous, and like it paid off. He used one super rod also, so like the fact that to get his like own, yeah, this felt fantastic. I think I navigated around this perfectly. Like even not shuffling there was like a good idea too. Like, wow. That felt like really good. Especially since their list was so anti-pult. Like E-Hammer and like I don't know, like in general it's just like I think E-Hammer itself is like such a crazy card to go against into pult. And to be honest, if you're teching for pult, instead of putting Psyduck, you should definitely put Enhanced Hammer. Now granted, I think Psyduck is just better into a lot of other decks like the Charizard deck and sometimes the Iron Hands Magneton deck, but E-Hammer is like probably not useful into other stuff. But yeah, why do you consider Hilda not a draw supporter? Because it isn't, right? Like a draw supporter, I consider is like draw X cards, right? Hilda's like a searching card instead. Like cards like Iono, Research, Kofu, if that counts anymore. Research, those are draw supporters, and Hilda in pair with Brox, Dawn, Jacques, these are all search supporters that like search for specific cards, and I feel that I feel that like the second Hilda is not as useful as the Research when like thinking about the overall game. And that's just my opinion, but I do think that 9 draw supporters is just so consistent and broken. And I mean, Trains, I think you joined the Discord server recently, but I make a big, like if you read the guide on how I track, I think it really helps. I think Research really helps with that because it keeps the ordering of your deck. But yeah. I played Pult at locals for the first time and ran into Pidgeot Control. Did not feel good. Wow, that sucks. Pidgeot Control is like the one matchup I really don't like hitting with Dragapult. But it sucks because like Pidgeot Control is not that common in this meta at all. Emperor Psyduck. This is a... I don't know if I can leak who this player is, but like... This player is very good, so I have to lock in. Gotta lock in for this one. Love from Italy Summit. Gonna bring Candy Paltner at EOIC, and I gotta say that your vids and live stream have given me a ton of interesting insights, so I'm really grateful. I will say, I'm actually not a big fan of Candy Paltner right now. I think it's alright. You just barely ever want to use Hilda, in my opinion. It feels like a safety net more than anything, but it breaks ordering. Yes, I agree. I agree with Harsha. It's quite bad. Okay, like for example, if this was Research, I'd be way happier in this position. Like Hilda doesn't like matter. Like I want to set up my board throughout the game. So like Hilda's like a mid-game option, right? It's pretty good into Mirror for sure to search up your Luminous or the other card, but I digress. Wait, why did I put Duskull down? He had Psyduck. I didn't even recognize his artwork. Oh my god, there's literally no reason for me to put down Duskull. That was such a mistake. Okay, so you know, for whenever I test new cards, I try to see if like this card right here is like the flex spot, right? This is second Hilda or Research. So like keep that as you will. That's like a big tip I have for for this game. Well, I'm gonna recon here. Okay. I'm fine with putting an upper here. I'm not really threatened by too much. I needed to Iono first, though. That was kind of a misplay on my part. Do I want to Iono? Yeah, I want to spread my board. I'm fine with spreading my board here. I'm kind of fuming at myself for putting down this Duskull. There's like absolutely no reason for me to put down this. It's kind of frustrating me right now. I don't even have I don't even have Dusclops. Not that I could have predicted that, but it's just so annoying because this Duskull is gonna get trapped. Do I also know who a T4 run is? I don't know if I can leak that, unfortunately. Whoa, double Kangaskhan is very interesting. Okay. He'll be going into the Kanga, I suppose. Wow, held up blows here. I was fine with researching, to be honest. Could have just grabbed the lilies, to be honest. It's fine. Lilies is way better here. The fact that he doesn't have map, so I don't want to. I feel like I can rush into this. I definitely feel like I can rush into this knockout. Now, how do I spread this damage? I have no idea. It'll probably be something along the lines of like this, this, and then this. I think I'm fine with this. I just can't play ahead or else this gets trapped and that'll be annoying for sure. An enhanced hammer would just end my career. Yeah, the jumbo ice cream is gonna go crazy here. I also see that you value mono research a lot. To be fair, when I test it most of the time, I don't want to discard my hand. Also, knowing that I'm on 2 stretcher seems really situational to me. Yeah, but like, I think if you do like proper resource management, the research gives you way more value than not. In my opinion, obviously. Yeah, with no Absol, I'd definitely rush it as well. I just can't take any like meaningful knockouts or else that'll be quite bad. He did not play Turo. I think he plays Penny instead. Bad start from his side. He has a trolley here, and okay, double monkey is like interesting. For sure. He has to find Penny. Okay, good on his part. So frustrating to get this Duskull here. I could have used Monkey Dory and that would have saved me a lot of time and effort for sure. Prize double Absol maybe? Potentially. Well, he's gonna penny this Mega Kangaskhan up, which I think is correct. It's really unfortunate though that he's gonna start heal. Like, if he's smart, he's gonna put a Dark Energy on this and just tank with this because he probably has another penny. No, he probably doesn't though. I mean, yeah, he probably doesn't have another penny given that he's using gear to search for penny. Yeah, this is really bad. Yeah, this is so bad. Dude, this sucks. I have to find like boss's orders and KO Monkey, I think. Monkey's extremely annoying in this position. Is it ever Iono here? CC? He has no penny. Oh, I should have went with my gut. I think Iono was the correct call there. I'm going to attach to Duskull in case if he retreat locks. Why does this Duskull have to be there? I'm so pissed. This would have been a really good game too. I didn't recognize the Saida card. That's so annoying. I'm just beating myself up over this, but like, yeah. Okay, I get a Dusclops, which is good. I'm assuming based on the fact that he promoted Eviltal, he probably has like CC Stretcher, which is why I probably should have went Iono instead. This double monkey stuff is like really annoying. But I spread in a way where he doesn't KO my Dreepy, worst case. Okay, Mapsol shows up. I think he's gonna turbo energize here, and then I need to find boss in this turn, or else I'm in a really bad position. I just have to find boss. No, this sucks. Oh my god, dude. Like I don't know what to do in this position. Do I just swing into Mabsol if he's turbo energizing? Oh my god, this sucks. Okay, okay. Yes, I found boss. Okay. So, we've established that this Dragapult is just gonna die this turn, right? No questions there. Oh, you know what the issue is though? He can just terminal or Claw of Darkness me, but if he does that, then he's in a bad position anyway. Alright, good enough for me. Bossing Absol here seems fine. Does it though? Yeah, it does, because he's gonna terminal period me anyway. I can never stop that. And then do I have anything in my discard that's valuable? Nope. So he's probably gonna claw this or Iono, and that's like completely fine. Okay, well, this happens, and then I'm gonna do one here, and all of it here. Sounds good to me. Attach a diff cloak. Oh my god, you're right. You're definitely right, Chow. If he pennies here, then I'm definitely cooked. But he never has it, right? Isn't it 6 on Latias? No, I don't think so. I think I want to pressure his Monkey Dories. Well, let's see if I get hyper punished here. I think I pigeonholed myself into thinking that he can Claw of Darkness my Dragapult, but you're right that he can just Monkey and then KO Dragcloak here. I'm also mildly fine with him going ahead because, yeah. Doesn't look like he has it. No, but Chow, you're right. I think I needed to spread damage. Yeah, no, I'm cooked. And spreading energy there was also good because then he needed to figure out which one. Like, he can't just stack 60 damage on one cloak. Okay. Well, I need to dig for the second boss, but I did not shuffle my deck, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I just have to find the other boss here. Now, guys, I would like to remind you guys, if I knew that this was Psyduck, I would be in a fantastic position and put Monkey Dory instead of this card. Yeah. Oh yeah, random question. If you guys are watching the Super Bowl, who you guys got? Seahawks or Patriots? After meeting Gronk yesterday, I'm definitely a Patriots fan for this weekend. Gotta convince Henry to come to the light and play Pult with some insane gameplay. Nah, bro, that dude is never touching this deck, this format. Maybe next format I can convince him, but nah, bro, that is like a uphill battle for sure. Yeah, dude, I didn't even process that this was a Psyduck. I was just being dumb. Okay, what happens if I hit into Kangaskhan and then, or like worst case scenario, I hit into Kangaskhan and then knock out Psyduck? Probably CC's for, yeah, sure, this makes sense. So I just need to find an energy as well. Energy plus boss. That's like not likely, to be honest. Given that I can't find energy boss this turn, I think I'm down to just Iono preemptively. Yeah, I'm down to just Iono preemptively. I also need to Evo this into Bolt. But let me draw my card first, because I think there's like a high concentration of boss at the top. Okay, in that case, I'm just grab Pult, and I know that boss is towards the top. It's fine by me. I'm gonna save the jamming. There's like no need for all that. Is there anything else I want to do? Probably not. If this gets knocked out, this gets knocked out. Terminal period, this. You know what though? if I decide to KO Psyduck here and he gets Night Stretcher, I'm like very cooked because he can heal this Mapsol out of range to 60. So, if that happens, let's think. So, he's probably incentivized to heal off his Mapsol to get it out of range. And regardless of what his like monkeys do, I wanted to... He has the possibility of putting down triple monkey. If that's the case, it's still out of range anyway. So I need to put it out at 2. 220, so 40 here. Right? Yeah, 40 here and then 20 somewhere else. It's fine. I think maybe the extra one should have been here because then I force him to heal it twice. I think that was a mistake. I needed to put an extra damage counter on this. I was too worried about him healing out of the Mapsol when attacking with it. But I genuinely think that it was it should have been an extra here because then he has to heal this one twice anyway. Like I'm forcing him to do that. That was a mistake. It definitely needed to be 1 here to put this into 20 and then 1 here after. Should have thought about that more. This position is just really weird. I'm not like used to this Mapsol deck, but yeah, he's gonna heal off that. That just blows. I needed to put an extra damage counter on this. Big mistakes here. Is Monkey Dory in the discard? No. Boss's orders is towards the top too, which is nice. Just don't shuffle and you'll be fine. Unless if I'm super unlucky. That's also a possibility. I think he's forced to penny here, I'm pretty sure. Or else I can win with Boss Monkey, depending on what he KOs, I guess. Or if he KOs at all. I don't think it's... Okay, well, I guess he decides to KO here. Sure. Lively. Okay. I do have the jamming, which is nice. Lilies. Guys, I have a win condition. I can get win on the spot. He's gonna terminal period me, I'm pretty sure. And so if that's the case, Boss's orders is towards the top of my deck, and I need to hit Boss. I need Boss plus Monkey, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I also need... I can get CC. Well, I wasn't tracking CC though, unfortunately. But I'm gonna just trust my gut. Oh, I don't need Boss. What am I talking about? I just have game, I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, there's the Boss anyway, but... I want to draw a card just in case I messed it. What like terrible gameplay, guys. Like, this is just so ass. I played terribly. But I still won, I guess. So I can't complain too much. Well, it's contingent on that I have the Monkey Dory, which I wasn't price checking here, but I played terribly. Dude, Henry Brand's list sucks. I'm not using this Rare Candy or Hilda card. Like, it's fine. I have to keep giving it chances. But yeah, the deck ordering there was like pretty nasty. Like, even if he even if he healed off Kangaskhan or the Absol in like some way, shape, or form, I would have Boss to correct it depending on where he healed it from. But I think the biggest mistake I made was not putting the 10 extra damage on Absol. But I think he was forced to find Penny and he just didn't get it there. So can't win them all, I guess. Good player though. Good player. I'm right now heavily debating on switching out of this brand list. I have to power through though. I have to see if this list is that good. I'm not using this this candy card as much as I wanted to. So situational. I like just having a consistent list that just beats my opponent consistently. The Candy Hilda just sort of feels like plus variance into aggro matchups to me. Or surprise Dusknoir, I guess. Yeah, I guess the surprise factor of getting a Candy in your deck would be pretty nice. I don't think people are expecting me to play like Candy when I go against them, so maybe the surprise factor is cool, but I don't know. The double king for them was questionable. I actually don't think so. I think if they were able to get their penny chains, it's like really, really scary. Given that they were item locked out of Mapsol. Like what else were they supposed to do, I guess? It was a cool game though. I'm like so frustrated about how I spread damage around and why I put down Duskull for no reason. Like, yeah. All right, let's see what deck they're playing though. Probably Pult, if I had to guess. The Candy's pretty good into Guardy sometimes, I think, for Dusknoir, but high roll with only one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it does seem pretty high rolly sometimes. I just don't like it that much. I have to keep giving it chances. Wow, I am so excited for the Super Bowl. I have like one more hour of streaming left, and then I'm going to go to a bar to watch the game, but I am very excited for this game. At first, I was like, oh, this is kind of boring, because Patriots and Seahawks are such uninspiring teams compared to the other teams that could have been there. I mean, I'm a Lions fan, so like I was hoping that the Lions would get there, but unfortunately, they shit the bed the fourth quarter, man. But I'm very excited after seeing a lot of the players yesterday. Guardy getting in the Discord's interesting. That means his hands look pretty good. I'm pretty sure he grabbed a dark, right? No, he just grabbed two. I'm sure. Was Brent playing Guardy? Anyone knows? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. He was playing Guardy against me in Toronto, at least. Do I grab Dusclops here? I'm debating. Well, like, I don't have Dragloak in my hand, so I might as well go with something, I guess. I don't know. Let me think about this. Also, let me prize check. Prize a Dreepy, prize a Pult, I think, unless if it's in my hand. It's in my hand. I'm fine with this. Bad hand, though, unfortunately. I think he gets there with Monkey, and I'm in, like, a really bad spot. From there, I have to figure out what to do. He can just Evo like, without any punishment, which is quite annoying. Alright, Oceanic Gloom, sure. Lilies for the one time? Iono's fine enough. You just have to ask and you get a draw supporter. Paul treats me right, man. Like I said, Paul does not treat me right. Uh, no, that's too big of a Gooner line, dude. Like, you have to just Latios here, I think. I was debating on getting Klops to Shadowbind, but that's just not happening. This Badoo is finished. Yeah, this Badoo is finished. Do you think one copy of Rare Candy is significant in many games? I think it's significant in the fact that it's a 59 card deck. I don't like this Rare Candy card at all. I mean, not that like, okay, this was gonna be like a third stretcher or like jamming or like some other like random card, right? I'm not I'm not pressed about Rare Candy being in my hand right now, but I'm saying that like it's just stupid. Uh, Okay, weird. I don't want to put Latios in the active, I'm pretty sure. If they get Guardy, what happens? No, I think I'm fine with putting like Latios being in the active if they get greedy and go for Guardy. So maybe this Rare Candy has some use. We'll see if it does though. Well, their candy definitely has some use. And I am cooked. I am fried. I think he's debating on if he wants to go aggro. Which isn't always great. Screamtail. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Well, I'm very glad I attached to Dusclops here because this Shadowbind play might be legit. Okay, so if he does this, he's gonna put 40 damage on this, go to Screamtail, and then my only out is Dusknor, Nupper, CC off of like a draw. Okay, well he doesn't go crazy, which is I think is the correct play actually. Lilies, sure. Let's see if I get out of this situation. Nice. I mean, that's like, I can't complain. I need anything I can get. Now, fellas, y'all seeing what I'm seeing? If I get Dusknor, I'm definitely down to do this Shadowbind play. But I'm going to hold off on this energy for now. I think that's like 2 OD, because he could just knock out Screamtail. Like, he can Screamtail knock out this. No, not my Nupper. Okay, that's fine. Ish. It's like, alright. Dude has enough energy now to ransack my board, I suppose. I wonder if he overbenches here. That'd be really funny. Why did he do this? This makes no sense. Well, how do I get this how do I get this Dusknor plus the other card? I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. Yeah, I mean, to no one's surprise, he's gonna go for Dracloak here. And so obviously you just need to give me a Hilda one time. Obviously, this one of like 25, I think, chance of hitting Hilda is like, okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Buddy buddy for double treep. The safest route is to go CC, but no, he had Earthen Vessel, right? Didn't he Vessel something? I forgot if he did post. Yeah, he has like a energy on his board right now. Alright, he has an energy in his hand, so it makes no sense for me to go into Badu and Guardy there. Because I'm not really stopping too much. It'd be so funny though if I got Nupper Dusknoir. Is it even worth risking? Like, how do I win this game outside of that? Because my Dracloak is gone, and it's going to be quite a bit of time to set that up, to be honest. Yeah, Candy might come in useful, actually. CC the... I'm gonna save the CC. I think that's too trigger happy, honestly. Y'all see what I'm seeing? Y'all see it, right? I need an Ultra Ball. I like desperately need an Ultra Ball. Yes! Oh my god! Okay. This is really funny. This is extremely funny. I don't know if that even achieves anything, to be honest. It's just like so funny that I got this. How do I play this out? Ultra Ball, discard this and this. Grab myself a Dusknoir. Oh my god, I don't know if YouTube has clips, but if I get the Shadow Bind and then win this game, it's like insane work. Nest Ball for Duskull, because he's probably gonna knock out this Dusknoir. So then I need a way to like force myself to get Blood Moon access. I'm gonna CC here. Shadow Bind. All right, we have ourselves a game. I can't believe this. We have ourselves a fantastic game. Obviously, like, Turo's gonna be the end of me, but at least I put down the Duskull, because if I get Dusclops and then use the other card, that'll be like sick. Okay. I have to Evo this. Wait, but I don't know if I have another Dusclops. I'm pretty sure I don't. Uh-oh. Well, we'll find out. No, never mind. Okay, so I'm gonna recon here. I need to hit Iono CC. Or, not anymore, actually. Do I even risk it? I don't think I risk it. I'm just down to boss the Guardy. Yeah, I'm down to boss guard. Shadowbind. And he needs an energy. Yeah, and then it's just like a really good game for me at this point. If Henry's still in the chat, are you still convinced that Gardevoir beats Pult with this line? Oh, there's Turo, I suppose. That's fine. I did what I could do. Maybe it was just correct to Iona because he had so many cards in hand, but I was worried that if I whiffed the CC, I'm pretty sure I prized a CC when I prize checked. Unfortunate. He probably has Turo. I mean, he has Latios in his deck, right? He definitely has Turo. I probably needed an Iono there. Yeah, there's a Turo. And let's see what goes on from here. If he puts down another Monkey Dory, what happens? What an interesting game. He probably needs to get rid of Noir. Oh, you know what? He probably grabbed Night Stretcher for this Guardy earlier, I think. I don't know. Let's see. Wait, Turo's probably the Guardy? I don't know. No, run it. Screamtail, sure. Probably for the energy, I suppose. He gets Monkey Dory down and then it's problematic. For sure, for sure. He probably just KOs my Clops and Noir, I think. And he evos into the other one, sure. How do I react to this, you know? Like how do I deal with this? Does he have enough energy and discard if I swing into Blood Moon into this? Probably. For what it's worth, I actually think this is the correct play. Or I don't know if it's the correct play, but like, it's just interesting. I was told to come here and look. What do we have going on here? Some Shadowbind gameplay, dude. He did end up getting the Turo, but it's crazy. How do I win this? This is quite annoying, for sure. I mean, he has one energy in discard, so... He used Double Vessel, right? Yeah, he has Double Vessel in discard. The odds of him hitting another energy is like pretty high. He probably plays 7, and then plus the 1 dark, so that's 3 energy. Miracle Force here sucks. Okay, well... Honestly, am I just cool with him... Am I just cool with just hitting Guardy again? Does that even make sense? How do I win this? If I hit into Guardy, then that gives room for Clefairy, and then I lose the game. He used a Stretcher already. Clefairy is in his deck, and he has 3 Ball Search. Probably 4 if he has Latios. If I ever take a knockout here, I lose the game. I think I can confidently say that. If I take KO, I lose the game. The issue is he has Double Monkey. Is my only out to just hit into Guardy and then hope that he doesn't have it? That seems like a bad out. Shout out to Candy for being completely useless. Huge shout out to Candy for being useless in this deck. Luminous is prized. Stretcher is prized. Monkey is prized. How the fuck am I supposed to win this? Wait, did he use double? No. No, he has another. Okay. This is Brand's list, yes. Okay, he did prize. No, he didn't prize Stretcher. Mew's in the discard. No, but that doesn't matter. He has double Monkey. I get knocked out anyways if I do this, so I have to just go into Pult. Yeah, I have to go into Pult. Blood Moon does not make sense here. He can just go into Clefairy and I lose the game. Yo. Yo, can you, like, give me a... Oh my god, I'm cooked! I'm cooked, I didn't hit one of my 2 CCs. Duskull's not in my deck either. Blood Moon I can't do anymore. If I swing here, the game's over. What is it? Is the game like really over? Let me think about this. Oh my god, dude, this blows. No, I have to. Obviously, the game's over. You can just swing with Gardevoir. It's just unfortunate. I'm pretty sure. If I jet, I have 2 options now: Phantom Dive or Jet Headbutt. If I jet, like, I mean, he just puts plus 60 on somewhere else. That's pretty annoying. And then the other annoying part is that he retreats out of Guardia, I'm pretty sure. So then, like, it doesn't really matter. If I jet, that doesn't achieve anything, I'm pretty sure. Don't shuffle, because CC's at the top. Okay. If Monkey comes back, I guess if he puts down Fez or some shit, I don't know. I think my only out is for him to misplay. But I think the game is over. The fact that I didn't get CC is, like, unfortunate. However, getting Monkey Luminous was, like, very, very good, depending on what he does. Yeah, some ass, dude. He got Turo, and then I couldn't find CC Henry. Dude, that was a fun game, though. That was a really fun game. I think the mistake I made was not using Iono instead of Boss. I think I had to trust my deck that I was gonna find one of my CC. Might be time to lock in the 2-1-2 deck again. Please, please lock that shit in for Seattle. That'd be fantastic. I'm not going to EUIC, so you got that there. What is Blood doing? For some reason decides to put that much damage on Guardy. some brain action. What did he even do his turn? Do I even Iono him? You can do Jack. Still in a super bad position here. $180, $190. No, just a tad bit short. Now, how much energy does he have? Yeah, he has 2. That's unfortunate. Let's go here. CC doesn't do anything. I have to stall a turn. Blood Moon Monkey, how? I need one. I can't do that because Blood Moon needs energy, but Monkey also needs energy. And then if I attach Luminous, I never get Monkey back. This is just like really bad. I prized a Night Stretcher, but I could get it potentially. If I put Blood Moon CC, knock out Latias, what happens? What happens? On top of that, is it even Iono? I don't think so. Okay, first of all, I think I do need to Evo this Cloak. No, but if I do, then Fez can get something done. No, Jet Headbutt Latias loses me the game immediately because Gardevoir knocks it out. Okay. I figured it out. I have figured it out. You do this. Let's go this route first. I want to see if Pult is like required here. I have to Hilda and hit Night Stretcher CC, knock out Latias. What this does, just do anything. I can't Monkey Phantom Dive, guys. Like, that's not possible. Because it's like an extra energy attachment. It runs into the same problem as before. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of these two. You know what, though? I definitely did mess up, I think. Is Monkey ever in my... Night Stretcher CC. I need it desperately. Okay. No complaints. And I think I've decided that... Okay, well, actually, I feel like this is correct. It gives me the most options here. You guys have no idea how valuable Stretcher is in this position right now. Absolutely no idea how good this is. No. I mean, I tried everything. Wow. At least I played correctly. At least I played correctly. Yeah. That was like... That was a very good game of Guardy, but it was very winnable. Yeah. It blows that it ended up, yeah. It is unfortunate that he had Diancie in hand. If he had Ultra, like, the reasoning of that was, like, I'm sorry, I'm like deep in thought right now. There was a lot of cool lines that I could have done. I think the correct play was to not pigeonhole myself into thinking that Monkey Dory was the correct play there. Like my own Monkey Dory, because I was behind on attachments, and yeah. I was behind on attachments, so I couldn't get enough attachments there. I will be replaying this game again. Yeah. I already thought that was you. Thanks for the game, Summit. That was a really fun game, Jory. That was a cool game. At least I identified that knocking out Monkey Dory there was the correct line. That way, if I got Night Stretcher, yeah, if I got Night Stretcher, then if I got Night Stretcher, then what happens in that turn was that Furlish had 10 HP, and Latias had 150. Or sorry, Latias only had 60 HP, and Furlish only had 70 HP. So they needed to determine whether to heal Furlish or Latias, and yeah, they could have just Furlished, of course. But I just wanted them to. I don't know, like I had like some play, like I had to figure out something, otherwise I just lose. I would just have to hope that he doesn't see that line, I guess. But I think there were some discards I probably should have not done with Ultra Ball in the previous turns. I will be looking back at the tapes, I guess, and see that. With that being said, I think the Shadowbind play was pretty sick. Given that I had nothing in my hand, I was able to claw my way back. I think the most frustrating part about that game was when I Shadowbinded the Latias and then Shadowbinded the Guardy. I think I needed to trust my deck that I would get one of my 2 CCs. I mean, granted, I didn't get the CC later in the game, so then we got to this position anyway. But I think it was correct for me to Iono there, given that he had a lot of cards in his hand, and one of them could have been Turo or Secret Box. That was like a slight misplay I made that kind of snowballed into this. Granted, I didn't get the... Yeah, I didn't get the CC anyway. I feel like the turns after. So... Yeah, because I used Boss that turn, and then I Iono'd again. So the deck ordering was still the same. And I didn't get CC. But I do think, like, optimality-wise, I think it was correct for me to Iono there, instead of going Boss and just getting the guaranteed. if I whiffed CC at that in that specific turn, I Shadowbind the Latias, I'm pretty sure, and then it gets knocked out. And then go from there. But I've decided that I'm not going to play Henry Brand's list anymore. I think the rare candy is just like not as good as I want it to be. I think it could just be used differently. I'll probably just run my triple jamming list or Vegas list for the rest of the stream. I think that the rare candy is not that good. It's a cool surprise factor card, but I think I'd rather just stick with like more consistent cards, I guess. But yeah, I know I was thinking about that game like way too much. Yeah, I was just like really reflecting on that game because I felt like I could have clawed my way back if I played perfect. Or not perfect, but if I played better. I think the word there was better than perfect. I think there were some sequencing errors that I made also in like assumptions that I made. Up until the Shadowbind play, I think I played good though. Third gem is nice, I agree. Not against Jelly though, but against other, like the straight Gardevoir deck list, it's been pretty nice. Great learning experience, yeah, for sure. Okay. I'm gonna bring my mood back up. I'll play 1 or 2 more games, and then I'll go back to the Super Bowl, watch that game. That was quite a fun game, for sure. That was a lot of thinking. My brain is like completely cooked. I might keep my my commentary to a minimum at this point because, wow, like I had to think about a lot of lines there. But it was correct to KO Monkey Dory, for sure, for sure. I win next turn if he doesn't get like a knockout on my Blood Moon, which is unlikely because I think not a lot of decks play Diancie, but that one unfortunately did. I'm a firm believer that I didn't have to Iono there though, in that position. I don't think that was correct. You don't win because they just Frillish, yeah, but they have to see that play. But of course, yeah, I digress. No, I can ditch that. Nuppers in my hand. I prized a Luminous. Yes, but Salamence, I do agree that if they Frillished, I probably would have lost it also. But I'm just more focused on my plays, on like what I could have done. Yeah, I'm very glad I didn't go Badoo. I don't think Badoo there was the correct play, given that he's setting up pretty well. Goes into his own Badoo though. That's fine. Fine by me. I wonder if he goes for the Evo angle on this deck. You know, I didn't do any of callouts, so if you guys are enjoying this stream, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the links down below. There's a lot of cool content there. And yeah, I have to keep reminding myself to do that. It's been like an hour and a half into this stream and I didn't say that once. I found Grim being back on video makes the matchup so much worse. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't think it's like that much worse. It's like fine-ish. Just depends on how we draw out of this. Because item lock doesn't really like affect them that much either. So, but it was like a nice one prizer later. That's what I'm saying. I agree with these elements. I definitely won't shuffle my deck here. I'm way more afraid of the Frostlast camp than any other thing. I'm glad I'm going to evo this Pult next turn, though. That is something quite nice. I feel so good playing a better Pult Nord deck right now. The last is fine here. Fine-ish for sure, but it's fine nonetheless. Okay. Freezing Shroud. If I get an energy here, that'll be pretty good for me to boss. Okay. I actually wasn't expecting that. Now do I actually want to do this? Do I want to test out if Latios is good here? No, absolutely fade that. There's no way that's right. Yeah, easily I have to Dragapult here. Now my question is, do I assume that they have the Candy Grim? And they have like what, 4 outs to it in a 35 card deck? I low-key think it's just correct for me to just go a little bit more aggro here in this position. I can develop my board later. Now the question is, do I KO Bidoo? 1, 2, 3. Like, if I don't KO Bidoo, then they have something to sit behind while they take Frostlast damage. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna put 3 here for sure, right? Like that's like no question. Yeah, I'm gonna KO Bidoo here. I'm fine with this play. They do need to use Arven to set up a Grimmsnarl here. Wasting a Lumi's like, okay. I'm a little more inclined to KO Frostlast since we haven't evened our board yet, so we can't get camped. Nah, I think Frostlast is good on their board, like, good for my board right now. I'm fine with this. I wonder if he gets the Grim. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm completely fine with them having Frostlast here. Hey Summit, you were my winning opponent at NAIC. I didn't know you streamed. It's good to see you. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm very I remember you. That was your first day too, so congrats, man. That was like right after I went up against Singh and Bradner, and this is like my first time picking up Pultnor. So like I reflected on our game because you were playing Pulsart, I'm pretty sure. And like I was like, dude, I definitely play like terrible. But like it's good to see you, man. Like I'm glad you got day 2 there. This is fine with me. Completely fine. Nice fresh cut, by the way. I was way overdue for a haircut. Like I had like a bowl on top of my head. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love and support. Like I needed this haircut bad. I was getting lazy. Like I don't know why I wasn't doing this, but I'm trying to win these. Kinda inclined to go Fez here, I'm not gonna lie. Because he wins in the same amount of turns anyway. I'm down for this. Usually I'm not down, but I think this is like a correct play, if you will. And he has to KO Duskull plus, I definitely want to put Psychic on the bottom of my deck. But I don't want to shuffle either. I'm fine with this. Pult is just very good, White Diamond. I do really like this this archetype quite a bit. No breaks here for me. I just lose to boss's orders the turns after. He should probably KO my Duskull, for sure. I don't want to shuffle, right? I'm pretty sure I don't want to use his Buddy Buddy Poffin and shuffle. Devo's okay. Devo's kind of annoying, actually. The Zon, sure. Mr. Zon is back online. Monkey. He probably definitely heals off the monkey there. Okay, so he doesn't Devo, that's fine. Hey, okay with me. He did use Secret Box. Arvin is gone. What are the odds of me hitting this Wombo combo of... Well, I'm just gonna get Zon here. I don't think I need anything else. Or sorry, I'm gonna get Monkey off of Zon right now. Except Monkey's prized. Oops. Oops. Now that's a little bit of a problem, I believe. Sorry, I'm pretty deep in thought right now. I need cards to discard. This sucks. Do this. grab this card here. I have to evo both cloaks. This game would have been barbecue chicken if I got Monkey Dory. We will live though. I put boss at the bottom, right? No, I didn't. I did not. Did not. 2 cards at the bottom. It'll not be 3. I'll keep Lottie down. I'm fine with this. The fact that there's no Spike Myth on board, I'm gonna Jamming Tower here, means that I definitely just KO the Grim. I'm hella down for this. There's no world where I KO Monkey Dory here. I don't think that's remotely true. I'm gonna dive. Do I give him CC access? Let's see how many CC he ran up the board. None. But I don't like him having extra monkey. There's like no reason for me to give him that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or like the rest. Sure. No way he finds the Grim Snarl CC. I think it's really hard for him to find Grim Snarl in this position. There's no way. I think it's harder for him to find Grim Snarl CC than just boss. I think. Yeah, I definitely think so. Well, I guess if Lily's is in order. Okay, well, I guess I lost here. That was my bad. I think I needed to KO Morgrim and then Monkey Dory. I think the game is over. Yeah. Just pull up CC, bro. Spike Myth. Devo? I'm confused what you're trying to do here. Okay. Still feel like I played really bad. It shouldn't have come down to that. I think instead what I had to do was I had to KO Morgrim plus Monkey. And you know what? I wouldn't even care about what position I'm in, but, like, I think that, yeah, if he had Ursa, that's also KO. So, KOing Monkey lets him win with Ursa Monkey 2. Caleb, are you saying, like, I think I needed to go down to 2 instead of 1 is, like, my argument. And I also don't think I should have put down Fez. I think in hindsight that Fez wasn't really useful, and I thought to myself, oh, he can... I just wanted to test and see if it was like a problem or not. But Caleb, what's your point? Is your point that I needed to go down to 2 prizes and then KO double Monkey, or KO... Let's see, like 240 to 280. He needed double Monkey to go KO Blood Moon. I'm pretty like KO with Blood Moon. I'm pretty sure. Because I think he had 40 HP or 40 damage on the Pult. That I'm swinging with the active. I think you can just KO Grim and leave a bunch on the other monkey rather than go to one. So if I KO, like I agree with you that I should have stayed at 2 prizes because CC Lilies was like very possible. I'm trying to justify if it was correct to KO Morgrim plus monkey, or I have to look back at that. Let me look at that. CC was just like I think what I did was just the worst play for sure. I'm gonna look back at and see if how much HP I had, because okay, so I had 20 HP in my active, right? Yeah, I had 20 HP on my active, so the Blood Moon doesn't like actually matter. Like the line doesn't matter because unless if I'm KO Grim Shirley with no spike out. Yeah, I guess because of like he won't win with just boss, right? Yeah, that's fair. But I don't think the Blood Moon play works because he had 20, like Pult had 20 damage on the active. But at the same time, I definitely should not have gone down to 1. Like I think we both agree that I shouldn't have gone down to 1, but the odds of him hitting one of his 2 Spike Myth or one of his 2 Night Stretchers versus finding boss altogether, right? Yeah, it's definitely KO Grim. I think it's KO Grim. Like the 2 things I had to do was get rid of Fez. I didn't have to put Fez down, and yeah, like I don't think the Blood Moon play was there. I think we both agree that only 1 prize. Like I needed to go down to 2 prizes, not 1 prize. If I spread damage around the Monkey Dories, I think that was like fine enough. It's just that yeah, I think it's surely KO the monkey. Or sorry, it was surely KO the Grimsnarl and then move damage around that way. He would have to win with Blood Moon E-Switch after that. I mean, if he has that, then like congrats. But Blood Moon E-Switch, right? He had enough damage. Was it more likely for him to get one of his 2 stretchers plus, like, there was 4 to 5 outs of Gripsnarl outs, and then 1 of 2 boss if I went down to 2, right? So it's a matter of if the Monkey Dory is like a bigger pain. But he only has 3 outs to Blood Moon, so I actually think that KOing outs to Blood Moon and then just wins from there. I think it's just KO Grimsnarl. Yeah, maybe I can go 6 into Imp in the previous turn to KO Grim. I agree with you. I did not realize that Monkey Dory was prized. Because I was, yeah, like that was just stupid of me. If I put 6 on Imp, he just moves 30 onto more and then goes to Morgrim, and then I can go into Halucha, and like there was barely any damage on my board to justify Devo. I think if he would have Devoed a couple turns earlier, I think I would have been in an awkward position for sure, because he takes Frost Loss damage, but that's interesting. Oh, it's 2:22. I should probably go to my, I should go watch the Super Bowl. I'm going to go to a bar and root for the Patriots. But that was okay games towards the end. I feel like I played pretty well, like up until like the last 2 turns of both of my games. You had a 4 prize turn for game. Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. I assumed that I had Monkey Dory in my deck, and throughout the game I was ordering my deck with Dracloaks and Ionos to almost guarantee it. Even if I had Luminous in my hand the turn before. But the issue was I just didn't even realize Monkey Dory was prized there. So that's why I ended up going for the play of stacking damage on Monkey. I hope that makes sense, Caleb. But that's what I ended up doing. But that was like weird. That was a weird game. My brain is fried from that like previous game of doing Shadowbind into Guardy. That was like a really weird game. But yeah, I think I'm done for streaming for today. That was like fun. I guess I gained some elo. I had some banger games though, I will say. That was like pretty fun. I'll probably stream like sometime later this week. But if you guys are not watching the Super Bowl, just watch the Super Bowl. This game is gonna be pretty insane. Even if you're not a football fan, it's always fun to watch the Bad Bunny concert and like all the other random stuff. I was gonna root for the Seahawks. Meeting Gronk yesterday changed my life, so I'm going to root for the Patriots this time around. And yeah, just watch the Super Bowl. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go to a bar right now, so I'll catch you guys around. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. The next event I'm gonna go to is Seattle. You should check out the links down below, but I'm gonna prepare for that tournament for quite some time. So